We started out as event producers like you, and as a consequence, we built our software a little bit different than other people did. We knew that e-commerce was going to be important, so we made e-commerce from day one something that was central to our show. We also made our costs so that we knew that the cost of the software should be less than putting on a physical show. We built multi-language support because we knew that this was something that was going to be supported throughout the globe, not just in the US. And then we also built the software with a knowledge of what it is that exhibitors and speakers want in their various presentations. So let me show you what we did. You have right in front of you one of the larger events that we've done. It was done for the Billy Graham Crusade and had 250,000 people over 7 days. It was held in South Africa, so we actually had content that was coming from South Africa and broadcast to 24 time zones. We really had folks who came from pretty much every part of the globe. Currently you see that we have sponsors in a lobby space, but we also have the ability to have exhibit halls. And once I log into this, in the exhibit hall, we have the ability not just to show the normal slide-along method of exhibits, but say that you have an event with 200 or 300, 400 exhibitors, as we had with AARP. We needed a method for being able to show all of those booths very quickly. So we developed a cover flow model for the exhibit hall for showing the individual booths. Once you come into a booth, you have the ability to, when you move into a booth, I've added it to my briefcase, but if I go into the booth, I can see that booth in great detail. I can interact with the people inside the booth in ways that are just phenomenal. We have unlimited numbers of videos that the folks in the booth can have. We have unlimited numbers of downloads. You can have one-to-one video chats, group text chats, private chats, public chats, all the ways that you might interact with somebody. You can also, most importantly, buy products from an individual vendor. And we are unique in the ability of the individual exhibitors to sell products to people. But we moved far beyond that. We moved into our meeting room space. And again, we come from physical events, and we thought, you know, it isn't appropriate to have 1 or 2 or 5 or even 10 presentations. We, in our base code, offer people 30 presentations that can either be live presentations, recorded, mock live, or can link out to another person's player. And in each of those, they can be in multiple rooms. So we can have any number of simultaneous rooms and presentations taking place. If you have 10 presentations at the same time, it's really not a problem for us. Once you go into the individual presentations, they can be as complex as players as you want. We can attach slides to the presentations. We can do quizzes, CE credits, things of that sort. You can take notes during a presentation. You can invite your friends if you wish to for a presentation. And we have the ability for all of that to happen in an interface that for the speaker, primarily they just go to the public site and do their presentation normally, just like they were a visitor to the site as well. So that capability really sets us apart when it comes to what we have for the live or recorded presentations. But we move beyond that. We saw that the key to any virtual event is how well it links into the physical events that some folks like yourself are producing. Now, a lot of people will talk about hybrid events, and what they mean by that is that they have a physical event and they maybe are recording content and showing it over the web. We meant something very different than that. What we intended was to use our background, our knowledge of software for managing physical events, and to use that same software to integrate with our virtual shows. So what we built was something called CE2 that we're releasing at this expo. And CE2 allows you to have an admin panel that you're controlling your physical event for, with registration, advertising, marketing of all sorts, monthly newsletters, individual pages for exhibitors, things of that sort. You have all that for your physical events, but with a single click, that same person can enter the virtual event. And so what we have is not so much a hybrid event as a fully integrated experience between the physical and the virtual show. And the most important thing that we have to offer is that because we come from a space with meetings and with events where dollars are very important, we set our price for our software at roughly half the price of any of our competitors. We feel that if we're going to grow the market, that it has to be affordable for folks like you. And so come see us, talk about price, but mostly talk about how wonderful our software is and how we can provide a virtual and physical engagement for you.